follow the rules. You know what I mean? The DM is supposed to determine what you're doing prior to, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that ahead of time. Otherwise, there's a temptation to cheat, and so that the DM doesn't cheat, the DM specifies what he's going to do prior to rolling his initiative, which I'm doing right now via card that I made for myself. Roll20 doesn't provide these, and I'm going to put that card on the playfield so that you know that I've determined what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go ahead and after that select my little creatures. Of course, I got a bunch of them, and I'm just going to go ahead and do these as a group, because otherwise if you do them one by one, it would take you freaking forever. And we don't want to do forever. We want to do quick, because this is the MTV crowd. Fast results, you know, drive-through window, blah, 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 blah.
Mike, if I click Fred and Barney, does that show up for you for turn order, for initiative?
Yes, it will.
It will? Okay.
It will.
Because I have their weapon speeds for broadsword is 5, so...
Yes, yeah. And if you don't know, like I said, it's in the handouts. If you click on the weapons thing, right there, I'm gonna inundate you with it again. It's right there. If you click on, you cannot read that. It's just ridiculous because it's so damn small. But if you click on the picture itself, it'll give you a magnifying glass and it'll zoom it in for you, and you can kind of find what you got going on. And then scroll across to the column that says weapon speed, and then you know what to put in the in the weapon area. And and so, yeah, we're beyond that already. Okay, I'm assuming everybody's in the turn. Yes, sir.
Hey, hang on. Do you have? Do you have a wake up dice for me to roll for Trollon?
Roll a wisdom check.
Roll a wisdom check. Let's see if I can find the button. Argo hasn't. It doesn't seem to be an actual button for wisdom check.
Roll a d20. If it's lower than your wisdom, then it's good.
Yeah, it's equal to. Equal. So you're equal to. You just made it. So you're free to click your token and put yourself in the turn order if you would like to do so.
Argo, you'd be rolling initiative for you and your dog?
Yes, Argo is casting a spell. Should the casting time also go on the dogs, or just put his before?
The casting
on
time,
the dog, they're using a natural attack, which has an attack speed of 2.
Okay, so it would be the same.
And then, of course, if you specified you're casting a spell prior to rolling your init, then, of course, in the init window, you would add your cast time to that.
I did. And I did casting.
And just to remind you, if your spell says it takes turns to cast, you put the letter T, usually a big capital T, and that's 10. Or in other words, if it says 2T or 2 turns, then that's 20 rounds. So in your init thing, you would put 20.
Oh wow!
So you got to pay attention. If your spell says just a number, then you can put that number right in your init thing. If it says turn, then you got to make the you got to do the math in your head and figure out if it's 1 turn, it's 10. If it's 2 turns, it's 20. If it's 3 turns or 3 turns, that's a half an hour. It takes you 30 minutes to concentrate to project that spell. It's amazing.
Exactly. Mine takes 1 round for bless.
So if you can do 1 round, you're in good shape. You're talking 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, you can concentrate. You can say whatever you got to say. I would still remind everybody. I'm challenging. I'm on my knees, pleading with everybody to please take the time to go through your spell list and figure out your semantic and your verbal components to your spell. This is so critical to make it to the next level of the campaign. If you don't have it, I will assume that you don't know it. Which means, in a worst case scenario, not that I'm implying anything or foreshadowing anything, If you should lose your spell book, you will be basically screwed. Because you don't know what to say, and you don't know how to move your hands to cast any spell. And that goes for all spellcasters. The Priest's Spell Compendium book specifically states the material components for your spell exactly as the Wizard's Compendium does. There's no difference. The only difference is you get your spells from God, they get their spell books from a book. But you still have to say something, and you still have to do something, some kind of gesturing with your hands. And I've given you the little cheat sheet that I've managed to put together over the course of 30 years of D&Ding, as far as regarding spell casting, which you can take a look at that at any time. All kinds of little cheats, things that you can use. I met a guy who's totally deaf. He taught me how to talk using my fingers. Go figure that out.
Yeah, American Sign Language is cool.
I know how to do sign language.
What a great
Basic sign language.
Now, if you take that, if you're capable of doing that, take that and apply that to a spellcaster in D&D. Wow, does that? Hey, look, I can tie your hands behind your back and you can still cast your spells. That's saying something. Let me just put it to you that way. So, anyways, back to the task at hand. I got my action card on the field where I'm pinging. Everybody else has picked their token. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through the list. Oh, I guess I have to sort it by ascending, and move myself through the list. And we're looking at the elites. We're looking at the guys over here, followed by Aaron. All right, here we go. We're going to make some movements. We're going to make some movements here. I don't believe. Hang on a second. Let me just double check. I'm not sure who's going to be affected by this. Okay. I'm just doing a little rotational aspect here. I got to do some movements here. Please be
They're
patient.
using nets. They're using nets.
They're using nets. Yes, they are.
They made 100 and... No, they would have made like a 90-degree turn as a unit. That's
No.
damn impressive. That's military training. Holy crap.
Well, Sahuagin are also highly intelligent creatures, just as intelligent as we are.
I wouldn't call us highly intelligent.
No.
I would call Aggro and Trelon highly intelligent.
We're gonna let them sneak up on us. We're not that intelligent.
Come on now. Don't diss my party.
You didn't walk up the area that said...
I was gonna say, we left an entire side untrapped.
Yeah.
Which is amazing how they attacked only that one side, too. They happen to know
Yeah,
that
that's
Where?
also
Punch
pretty
us.
fortuitous.